What's happening? It's time to get gnarly. Let's talk about The Thing. It's John Carpenter's The Thing. It's the 1982 horror messy masterpiece. If you want snow, if you want slime, if you want slop, you're in the right place. Much maligned on its release, but now regarded as one of the greatest of all time. Let's get into it. These are my top 5 reasons why The Thing is the best fucking film ever made.
Yeah, fuck you too!
Number 1. It's a chompy chest mouth monster that bites your arms off.
Clear! Clear.
Shit, boy.
You all know the scene I'm talking about. I always like to begin the list with one part of the film that encompasses the film as a whole, and nothing says The Thing more than the defibrillator scene. It's shocking, it's nasty, and it's practical effects perfection.
Well, now that is some fucked up shit.
Number 2, it's Kurt Russell. So on these lists, I always like to give one actor in the film a shout out. And for The Thing, who else? It's Kurt Russell. There are a few actors in this film that I really like. So before I get into the majestic Kurt Russell, I want to give a quick shout out to the velvet voice of Keith David.
Here's it to Franco the Beans.
And the wild lunacy of Mr. Wilford Brimley.
Wee! Ha ha! Sometime I made myself be.
So let's talk about Kurt Russell, the one and only. Now, I can't think of another Hollywood actor that has had a career with the longevity of Kurt Russell. We're talking, 50 years in Hollywood? I mean, the man's been at it so long. One of his early roles, he worked with Elvis Presley. Like the fucking Elvis Presley. Look, that's him there. My favourite period of Kurt's career is in the 80s with his collaborations with John Carpenter. But the thing that sets MacReady apart from the other two, I'm talking about Snake Plissken and Jack Burton. MacReady's serious. Jack and Snake are kind of comic booky characters. They kind of pop off the screen with this really heightened energy.
Jack Burton, me.
And then in the middle, you've got MacReady, who's this character with depth and weight. He's an alcoholic. He's a military veteran. He's suffering from loneliness and mental health issues. And also, what a look with the beard and the sombrero. Kurt Russell just nails this part. Kurt, I love you so much. I'm just going to bang on about Kurt Russell all day if I could. Bone Tomahawk, Death Proof. It's not a great movie, but he's great in it. Stargate, Soldier, John Ruth, Elvis again, Santa Claus. Come on. Probably the best hair in Hollywood. I love you, Kurt.
I fucking love that guy!
Number 3, it's Rob Bottin. So this is the second time that Rob Bottin has featured on one of these lists. He appeared way back in my RoboCop video when I spoke about his incredible design for RoboCop. But I think the film that Rob Bottin will best be remembered for, without a doubt, is The Thing. What's really incredible is Rob Bottin made this film when he was in his early 20s, and the amount of practical effects on the screen, from the dog at the start, I know Stan Winston was involved in that, don't at me in the comments, to the defibrillator scene, to the stretchy head, to the spider-armed head, to all the creepy, nasty stuff when the head rips apart and eats the guy and the guy's all flopping about. Rob Bottin's work in this, it's grotesque, it's genius. And to be honest with you, there's no wonder that at the end of this film, the man had to check himself into a hospital due to exhaustion. The amount of work alone, it's so impressive. It's really good.
Oh, that's that good shit.
Number 4, it's John Carpenter. It's time to talk about the director of The Thing. And it's time to talk about John Carpenter. This guy, what does he mean to me? When it comes to my obsession with cinema, John Carpenter's responsible. And John Carpenter, I think, was underrated in his time. And now people look back on his films as being so influential. And The Thing alone, The Thing was considered a bomb on its release. And I know it kind of went up against E.T. and people blamed it on that. But I just don't think audiences were ready at that point for something so nasty. The Thing is one of those few remakes that stands up as being better than the original. I know The Thing from Another World originally had some outstanding moments. I think it was the longest body burn. Have a little minute. Look at this guy set himself on fire back in the day. Ha! That's mental. But when John Carpenter decided to adapt The Thing, he had a few caveats. One was that he didn't want the monster to be a man in a suit, hence Rob Bottin's incredible practical work. And two, the music in this movie. I know John Carpenter's an incredible musician, but this film especially. The man hires Ennio Morricone to do the music for this film, one of the greatest composers ever. And what does John Carpenter do? He gets the music back and goes, "Yeah, Ennio, it's good, but make it sound more like me." The balls on this guy.
I like this kid. He's got balls.
Without a doubt, one of my favorite directors of all time. And The Thing might just be his masterpiece.
I think this just might be my masterpiece.
Number 5. It's the blood test scene.
This is a scientific test designed to...
You saw it in The Thing and you're wasting everyone's time.
The Thing is a film that is filled with standout moments, but it's this one particular moment in the film that I think shows what a master of the craft John Carpenter really is, that proved that he wasn't just an exploitation splatter director, that this man was a man with class and knowledge. This scene is a masterclass in tension building and misdirection. It really is cinematic perfection. It's one of my favorite scenes in Hollywood history, and it sets The Thing apart as one of the greatest films of all time.
Great fucking movie.
So that's it. That was The Thing. Promise you I'll be doing more John Carpenter films in this series. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you next time. That was it. Ta-ra.